Hello, everybody. Let me flip my camera back around. How's everyone doing? Neelay Patel here, and I am joined by the gorgeous Miss Joan Dice. I'm gonna add her back to this.
Hi, everyone. I was gonna say I'm a black screen.
You are a blank screen. No, you are definitely not that. Joan, I'm delighted to have you join in because I feel like I don't know. I'm having more fun doing videos with my friends. You know what I mean? Like I need the energy. I need my friends. I need my people here.
You're more silly too when you're with somebody
It's true. It's more fun to talk to people. uh, I've been catching a few of the presentations, but mostly I've spent a good bit of time today. Well, I took a 30-minute nap. I'll just get that out there. That's the stage I'm at in life, was where I need like good 30-minute couch naps. And I spent a good bit of the day just doing order fulfillment today. And so I was trying to get as many orders as I could caught up, and so that I can keep shipping on the roll. And then,
Yay.
yay! That in itself is a win, trust me. um, y'all have been destroying the pop-up shop, which pleases me that you enjoy picking out what I choose for my aesthetic and taste and beads and stuff. We got so many friends joining in. So I know you're working behind the scenes, but I'm gonna just give some shout outs to people that are tuning in. We've got Miss Cynthia always showing up for all the videos.
Yay.
Hi, Linda. We have got Miss Jennifer Miller. Love
Hi,
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
I don't think I could do a video without you, like whether you're present in the chat or in person. Debbie is here. Joan is here.
She is.
She is. Miss Ellen is here. We've got Leanne always tuning in, and Liz. Hi, Liz. Hey, Sandra and Amy. Oh my gosh, Fran. I'm just feeling the love from all over the place. Zakia is here as well. And she says Queen Joan, which I agree with.
Aw. Yeah, she said Queen of SilverSilk. I thought I was Queen of Closures, and she don't know what a closure is.
It's that point in the relationship when things are just not going to work out thereafter. That's what that is.
Oh well, I tried.
Sorry, you put it out there. I am just responding to the funny jokes here.
That was a good one, though. I just didn't know what to say back.
That's the funny part.
When you leave me speechless.
Exactly. Okay. Well, I suppose we should get on to some business because I know there's a few things we want to talk about before we get into more jokes.
Okay.
We're doing a giveaway.
What are we giving away?
We're giving away things. Let's see. Can I add this banner as a ticker? Oh, let me uncomment that, but let me add that as a scroll at the bottom. If you enter yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
At the bottom of the screen, we are giving away a pair of earrings that are so super cute. I'm going to show you as soon as I get this up, and there we go. Okay. These are the prizes. We might give away more stuff too, as time progresses. But you must be present to it. Aren't these the most adorable? I made them with Softflex Company. Sarah and I did a video together, and these are the most adorable little cowboy earrings. Oh my gosh. They've got that beautiful sodalite and sunstone beads in it, and a little bit of wire wrapping. I just thought they were super cute.
I
couldn't
know
keep
that's
them.
copper.
Yeah, me too. My other option would have been to give these to you, but I feel like you've got so much of my stuff at this point.
I was kind of hoping you would.
I know. I'm sorry. I have to share.
It
What
was
can I
gonna look so cute with my cowboy hat.
You know what, though? There are plenty of cowboy-y things, and in fact, I saved a kit
Yeah.
for you to ship out a little bit later.
Oh, I
Um,
love you.
it was thank you. I love you too. I love you so hard. It was my intention to mail it earlier, but I'm still sort of I feel like customers are coming first, and then it's to
Yeah.
Joan, right? So, I wanna make sure I get all the kits and stuff out, and then before I wrap everything up, it'll come out to you, and you will have even more cowboy hats because 'cause they've got little well, I'll show them off, but there's, like, little charms and stuff in the kit.
Oh, that's cute. That's okay because I still got the Tucson kits all over my table working on them.
I you guys, I also send Joan a bunch of, like, leftover half-done projects, stuff that I did in tutorials that's, like, step outs, but then I never really completed or committed to it. That's the stuff I give Joan.
Yeah, that's like, let's see. Here's a oh, this bracelet is pretty, but how do I close it?
Your problem now. Uh, well, this show's gonna work a little bit well, I guess it'll be the same as my other ones 'cause I have a bunch of pop-up
Mhm.
shop stuff that I wanna show in person, the beads. The pictures do 0 justice, I feel like. It's just a very different texture, material, shine, surface whenever you get it in person, and, I guess the best that I could do is put it on video, so just a heads up, Joan, as far as link posting goes, is that, I'll take you off camera, but you'll have a voice, so don't worry about
Yeah.
that. But it'll be, link posting from the cross posting from the pop-up shop as I put it in. And I'll try and go a little slower so that you can find it. And then some of the stuff
Okay.
might be sold out at this point. I don't know because I haven't finished order fulfillment yet. Um, and so some of the stuff that I do show, it might have sold out. But we'll just kind of go with it. So why don't I flip the camera around? I'm going to go through a few of the pop-up shop stuff first. And then we'll take a break from the pop-up shop, and then I will go into the kit and make a thing or two. And then we'll take a break from that and go back to pop-up shop. So we'll just sort of go back and forth.
Okay, I got
Um,
the pop-up shop up, so I'll be
okay,
ready to go.
cool. All right. Well, let me flip down to the table. Let me move a few things out of the way, and then I'll just show off some beads, and we can chit chat.
Okay. Can't wait.
All right. We'll
Hey.
see the layout.
Okay, there.
Okay. Where do we even start? Because there are a number. I didn't get around to uploading new things, Joan, unfortunately, because I just got in over my head with trying to get stuff out the door as quickly as possible. And so I'm going to start with let's see, these are the 6x8 faceted carnelian rice shape 18 gemstone beads per set, which are these.
Wait, okay.
These are
Those are
absolutely
so
stunning.
pretty.
They have a glorious facet. I cannot believe they're carnelian. And then on top of that, they're in this gorgeous rice shape. And I feel like I lucked down into these. They're all so different and absolutely stunning. They're all special.
I love how it has the different shades because it makes it easy to complement some other beads with it.
It does. Yeah, you can I mean, this goes more towards fall in my opinion. Well, no, it could go summer. You pair it with some turquoise, which is also in the pop-up shop, in fact, and it is gonna be amazing. Oh, don't buy stuff quite yet, you guys. I forgot. Let me put up a different banner because you can get 15% off. So important sales things. TGBE SSTGBE 15. Use it at checkout to get stuff off the pop-up shop. And you actually don't have to have 75 in cart to get a free capture chain spool. Um, I've been just putting it into orders. And so if you've got like even 50 or over, like you will get a free spool of SilverSilk as my gift to you guys. I love you guys so much. I love TGBE. I needed some bead time, even if it's just feeling touching beads at the end of this week, and I get to have you guys to do that with. So let me gift this to you just to say a hug and a thank you. You guys know I love my virtual hugs. So Joan knows that for sure. I hope one day we get to actually hug in person. I wait till the day.
One of these years.
One of these years we'll get it.
We'll have to meet halfway between um, somewhere between
Well,
Tennessee and Oklahoma.
we're supposedly planning Tucson, don't forget. So it could
I
happen.
hope I can make it. I keep spending my money on awesome beads from the
Things.
SilverSilk store.
And from the other TGBE people, um it is an open adventure, I feel like. Aren't these gorgeous? These are the 60 by 25 high polished jasper focal. They are stunning. I do not have very many of these left. You get one full set. And in fact, I've had customers text me or they've emailed me and have asked, which I've got mostly only lighter sets left, but they actually have asked, hey, can you get one that doesn't have a whole lot of striation and put it together for us? And I said, okay, that's not a big deal. Or if they want it slightly splotchy or like completely splotchy, like, I could pick different ones out. There's all kinds, are all different. They're all absolutely stunning.
And I think they're sold out.
Are what? Okay. Well, darn. All right. Well, I'm
Oh, wait
sorry.
a minute. No, they're not. I'm so
Oh, they're not?
sorry.
Okay.
No,
Well,
I'm
that's
going to
okay.
post it right now.
I'm going to put together a different set. Just like that. See, there's so many different ones. And it's mostly only the lighter color ones left. The more purplier ones have already been sold just due to people asking. All right.
And I had that set, and it was that focal set, and it is gorgeous.
Yes. Oh my
The
god.
first thing I thought of was a bracelet.
I was
So I
just
got
gonna say a cuff or a bracelet is the jam for these. I think that's the adventure for these. All right. Let me. I've got like a separate box. Oh, these are the Z pendants.
I love
Energy
Z
gas.
beads. Yeah, I
Me
love Z
too.
beads. Actually, I own those, so I love them.
I gave you some, didn't I?
No, I already
You
previously
already
owned
had
them.
some.
I couldn't find them for the shop.
You were already hoarding.
I bought them about 3 years ago, and I haven't made anything with them.
Oh,
But I
gotcha.
love Z beads. That's why.
Yes. I mean, I do too. These are just so cool, abstract. They look like artwork, like almost an abstract painting.
I love the history behind them too.
Yes, absolutely. Ugh, so yummy. I feel like there's only this many left. What I've got, well, one more. I've got one more in my bag. There we go. And that's all I've got left. Lorena says, pretty blue color. Yes, aren't they? They are absolutely stunning. Listen to this in blue. I'm reading some of the comments. You guys are so much fun. What else do we got? Oh, I only have, I think, a couple strands of this left, maybe. The 2.5 millimeter stabilized Chinese turquoise round beads. You get a full 15-inch strand.
You never go wrong with turquoise.
This size is great too. I agree. This size is great. This is a very light blue turquoise, and I kind of listened to the audience in this one because normally I go for the green turquoise. But I feel like I'm a special flavor with my greens, and lots of people like the blue. So
I'm a blue turquoise gal.
yeah, I feel like most people are. So, you know, if you're taking the turquoise and you can just make a cute little bracelet by filling it with 26 gauge wire. And then like you can make a little like wrapped beaded bead or a focal or something. I'm using the pipe chain from the kit, in fact, but super cute. I mean, come on.
Oh, that is cute, adorable.
You know, just easy wins. Okay. And then, ooh, okay. I love these.
I do too. Now I haven't seen those in person yet, but I love them.
Yeah. These are the 24 by 17 Pua blocking green and blue rectangular beads and or pendants. They look like dichroic glass to me. These are just unbelievable.
I'm still looking at the I love how they shine.
The detail on them is just phenomenal.
And it's amazing how it shows up like that on camera because sometimes it's kind of hard for things like that to show up. It just shows how shiny they really are.
You know, Brenda says a work of art. They are absolutely that. Super, super, super beautiful. All right, couple more, and then we're gonna get to our first project. Apparently, I only have till like 5:30, which is not a whole lot of time. But I
Oh,
think we can do
shame
this.
on them.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Ooh,
Some more. This is
ooh.
the 20 by 12 abalone crackling green and blue oval bead. You get one pendant per piece. Ugh.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's so shiny too. That is so pretty. It just reminds me of those mosaic tables. You know.
No. Can I have this built as a kitchen countertop?
Oh,
Anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that just be outrageously fancy? And it'd
I'd
be
be
one
afraid to use it.
of right? Pretty much what I have in my hand is what I've got left of these. There's not very much. Um, all right. One more, and then we'll get around to making some cowboy things. Oh, I've only got two of these left, so maybe this one's a good one to show. These are some more of the abalone shell. Now this is blocking, which is not the crack. So the crackling was this texture, and then this is the blocking where you could see the little like blocked pieces. And there's only two left. Guys, whenever you enter in the word, make sure you use hashtag yeehaw. So Sherry, please re-enter it because your yeehaw will not work. Unfortunately, it won't enter you in. Um,
Unless you just feel like yelling out yeehaw. Yeehaw.
yes, that is. You know what? If that was the intent, then I apologize. If you wanted to yell it out, then by all means. All right, let's get into saddle and silk. So this was the silver silk bundle that I wanted to mostly talk through with you guys and make something from it. In fact, because I've got some really cute projects, including these earrings, which I think I'm going to start with first. Now, is this not the most adorable idea, or what?
Or what? No, it is adorable.
And so this bundle is very cowgirl vibes, right? So it's just going to be a lots of I don't know, like your turquoise and browns in the mix. So why don't I just quickly go through a few of the materials here that are in the kit. And as you could see, the actual value is 88.75, and it's discounted already pretty heavily, actually, at $70. And I kept adding in things was my problem. So you get silver silk hollow mesh. You get a full 3-foot spool, and this stuff is great And so obviously we're not going to get around to making all the designs in this particular session, but SilverSilk Sunday, which happens tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central or 4 p.m. Eastern time, I'm still going to be making stuff with the kit during my little show at that time. It is perfect for stuffing with any bead up to 5 millimeters in size. In the kit, you actually do get a full strand of turquoise, which is also available in the pop-up shop. In fact, I don't know, Joan, if you want to drop a link to this particular turquoise,
Oh,
but
okay.
might as well since it's there. But if you want it discounted, you should get it through the kit, to be honest. It's multicolored and it is out. Look at that little bead. It's got that beautiful little blue in the middle of this brown, and I don't know. It's absolutely stunning. Stunning. So you can use this to stuff this and create stuff like this. And in fact, it even comes with the 2 end caps in the kit. Let's see, where did I put it? Here it is. Here are some miscellaneous pieces. So, in fact, this is the cowrie heart pendant. So that's that right there. Does that not look like suede or something like cowhide?
That is beautiful. It does.
You know? And then you get a couple of turquoise heart beads. That's those guys right there. High quality turquoise stabilized. It is stunning. And then I included this little table cut check glass coin as well, and then those 2 end caps to make stuff. And so the configuration that I put together using soft flex wire, just crimp the ends. And I used the smooth natural white and brown agate rondelle bead. Oh, wait. No, these were the rutilated quartz, sorry. Which are... Where did I put them? Ah, these guys here. These are also in the pop-up shop as independent pieces. Again, doesn't include the discount that you get in the kit, though, I will say that. And I don't think there's very many kits left.
What was the name of the beads in the hollow mesh? Because I missed that and I'm not finding it in the shop by looking at it.
It is, well, let me, I think it's officially like the 5 millimeter turquoise, but I can't remember because I am an old senile man.
Okay, so at least and it's all round. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna quickly look for it and give you the actual name. And if it's not listed, then I think I just lied to you. I think I did lie to you. These are not listed.
Because I'm seeing other colors and different types of
Yeah.
stones.
Unless they are sold out, which I might have removed them. So there's that possibility. But if they're not, then you know what? The only place you can get them in, I guess, for now, is in the kit. And I think maybe the rutilated quartz was too, right?
I
Nope,
don't.
those are available. 4 by
I'll get
7
that.
tested. Yeah, rutilated quartz. Those are pretty. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start demonstrating. Because how many of us, we're going to raise our hands, have used the 3-needle chain? Honestly, I haven't done very many demos with it, but my buddy Danielle Wicks has come up with some for SilverSilk. And she is indeed a genius. And I feel like I had my moment, but whenever I was coming up with this project. And I don't come up with a whole lot of genius moments, but whenever I do, I'm just like, I am beside myself. But I wanted to do something that was representative of rope that was tied up. And so I added to your kits 2.5 feet of SilverSilk 3-needle chain just so you guys can play with it. You do not have to use it as earrings. You can use it as part of your necklace or whatever you want to make. But this was just, sort of an exercise of funness for this. And in fact, I think I had a snippet cut already. Let me try and look for it. There it is. I got like this bag of extra spare parts that I sort of am using. Oops. Okay. So this project is quite easy. What we're going to do first is really just work with our fingers. And the idea here is just to wrap it around your index and your middle finger. So put those fingers together and just do about 3 wraps, and making sure that the end of my silver silk is on my middle finger, and then the top will just kind of be right there. And then what I'm going to do is gather them together, and I'm going to wrap loosely 3 times before taking the end and going up through the wraps that I just made. So essentially, it is a barrel knot done with 3 needle chain. There we go. I was like, why is that not working? And I am then just slowly tightening it. I mean, how easy was that, right? So now you just can kind of fluff this up, get those coils to be nice and even. And that, I mean, that's really, that's it. That's all you got to do. Wasn't that quick and easy?
Did Leanne has a question. Did you cut that in half so you have one for each earring?
Yes, that's a great question. I cut it in half, wrap it 3 times, and then create your barrel knot. That way you get 2 earrings. If you wanted a pendant, and if you wanted to do it really thick and heavy, then you could just use the full strand. Liz says very easy. Jody's here. Hi, Jody.
Can I
Everyone is
make a comment about the 3 needle chain? I mean,
yeah.
a hint. Um,
Yes.
when I was using it at the very beginning, I thought, oh no, I got a kink. How am I going to get that out of there? It smooths really easily back down when you rub it
Mm,
between your fingers. So if you think it's kinking up, just rub it between your fingers and it'll go right back into place.
yeah, so let's go ahead. In fact, whoops, I just crapped up my wire. Oh, no. Like, if this happens, you guys, just take your finger and just do this. It goes right back to square one. Okay, so that's great, Joan. That was a great tip. I'm just going to cut it off right there at the top because I kind of like to leave a little bit just hanging out there, it gives it that like organic feel. And then, excuse me, I didn't grab any head pins or jump rings. So I'm going to do that real quick. So give me just a second as I grab my little thing of head pins and my little thing of jump rings. And we are going to just finish up this earring in a cinch.
That three needle chain really does look like rope in that, but it also reminds me of like a braided whip too, which follows along with that thing.
Ooh. Well, Joan, it is important that you don't get too kinky with this.
We already talked about the kinky part. We'll leave that out.
You keep your kink to yourself. All right, here we go. I'm going to use one of my messed up head pins, and I've got this gorgeous little heart. So at this point, oh, the other thing I would do, you guys, is I would just drop a little bit of E6000 into that and let it dry, like right down into the nest, because you don't want this knot going anywhere. Now, barrel knot, and because of the texture of the silver silk, is quite what's the word? It keeps it together, but I feel like a little bit of extra glue goes a long way whenever it is whenever you're needing a bit of security. I was just grabbing some tools back here. Let's see, I've got my round nose. There we go. All right, let's do a quick little eye pin. I'm just gonna fold my wire over to the side, grab my chain nose pliers, twist that wire up. You can use copper head pins if you want to. You can use antique brass. I feel like mixing metals is, totally a choice. It doesn't mean that you got to do exactly like how I'm making it, but if you've got mixed metals, like don't worry so much about it. Because in here I'm using three different metal colors. I'm using antique brass, I'm using antique copper, and I'm using this sort of antiqued silver color. Totally your choice. Okay, got a nice little wire wrapped heart, and I've got this jump ring that I'm gonna open. Just gather your three needle ends there and then stick in the heart. Okay. Keep it easy. Keep it fun. And then you'll need some sort of earring wire, which I've got here. And you will need another jump ring because you're going to use that to attach your cowboy hat. Okay. Or you got different charms in the kit. So if you didn't want to, you could do a little horse. Would be super cute. Let's do a little horse this time. Because we've seen it. We have cowboy hats over here, but you also get a horse. So let's do this. Now, open up my jump ring. You'll go ahead and put it into your 3 needle loops there, and then string on whatever charm. Can be anything. And then your earring wire. And then you'll just simply push this back together. Okay. Easy peasy. And that's it.
That's adorable.
I think so too.
You can even put the cowboy hat at the top and the horse at the bottom too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like a little extra dangle, in fact. And it just, this could make the earring a little heavier, but I would say the 3 needle keeps it very light.
Yes, it would.
So either way, like you could even do it up here. That would be a very charmed out earring.
You want to hear a cute comment by Gina McManus?
Yes.
I got my first order of SilverSilk this week, and oh my god, so much more gorgeous in person.
Aww.
Hope I did justice to that comment.
Can you flash it on the screen?
Yeah, let me go back up. I just scrolled past it.
So sweet. I'm gonna start crying, you guys, and I am not above ugly crying. Oh, Gina, that is so sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad you are delighted by your order. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. All right, well, let's look at a few more pop-up shop things, and then we'll move on to our next tutorial. I've got some ideas, in fact, and I'm very excited to show you. Okay. What have we got? We have got... Oh! Let's move on to more of this. Okay, so this is the same. I don't have very many of these left.
Oh, those are sparkly.
Aren't they, though? Like, I want my bathroom counter to be this one, and then my kitchen counter to be the other one. And so these are the 24 by 17 fire opal crackling green and blue rectangle bead. And it's one piece, but the detail on these is astonishing. Like, oh my goodness. Human hands had to put these together. So you can only imagine like how much effort that must take to get this to be like the best bead ever.
I can't imagine how they can sell them for the prices they do so low.
Oh, it's insane. All right, so those are the last 5 left of that. I got those from Tucson, and I got very lucky to find them. They found me, in fact. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So I've got a few, no, I got a couple more of the styles left that I wanted to show you guys. I still have several of these left. These are my favorite. Um, they are the 20 by 12 fire opal blocking green and blue oval bead. Also gorgeous. Now these just say bracelet to me.
Ooh, that. Oh yeah.
You know, you
You
could
know
even.
what would be cool with those two? So you know
Mm,
that necklace you invented that looks like a two layer, but it's really one piece. The
yeah.
on the ends, as they're moving around, they're flashing.
Do I have that one nearby? I don't think I do. Two. Oh wait. Well, I'll bring it out tomorrow because I think I stashed it away elsewhere at the moment. But yes, I agree. Or even like, okay, in fact, I got this sample here off to the side. So imagine, and this is morganite. So instead of this piece, it's just this piece. You
Ooh.
know, like wow. And the colors are exactly the same. So if you've got morganite at home, this is going to match. Super
And
cute.
that's what I got on the table right now is that long strand on morganite.
I know. Well, I think these are the perfect match for it personally, or even like, well, any of these beads are going to be perfect for it.
Oh my gosh.
You know. And then this is the baby blue. I have this in the pop-up shop as well. I think baby blue and copper are just a standout combination. So you guys can grab this stuff too. Did I explain what my business is to everybody? Is there new people here? If you have not been to the land of SilverSilk, welcome. I should have said this an hour ago, but I am I'm a business that makes this knitted wire jewelry chain from a machine. And in fact, the wire is also made from the US, but I take the wire through a machine and stitch it over many different things. I have 7 different lines, including this leather chain line. And each of the different chains are about 2.5 to almost 3 millimeter in diameter. So they're really like good thick chains. They're very hardy, which is more of a food definition. But anyway, um, they're just fun to work with. You can seed bead on it, use it as a form. Danielle Wicks has come up with some amazing ideas. In fact, I use it as necklace ropes and chains and just have stuff hanging from it. It's just very versatile. One of the other chains that I carry is hollow mesh, which you can stuff with it. And I've got custom end caps for all of it. You'll know that it's a custom one because of the SilverSilk stamp that's um, embossed on it, and or not embossed, engraved. Sorry, losing my words. And then the knit pattern, which is the same as the texture of the actual knit. My day job, as I work as a graphic designer, so naturally I'm going to be very snobby about my brand, but I only pick the best things for you guys. It's a full 3D picture, you know? And this one's got my SilverSilk stamp on it. Okay, I'll quit obsessing and I'll keep us moving because
And
it's.
we do have several newbies here, so that's great that you went over that.
Oh, good, 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 good. I always forget about our newbies, and I don't want to be off-putting by any capacity. So welcome, you guys. It is lovely to have you here. I hope you're enjoying the Great Bead Extravaganza. It is always such a great time to learn new things and just enjoy us on the back end here. This one is the abalone blocking, 24 by 17 millimeter. It's a pendant. Ugh, yum. I would just string this right off of some SilverSilk and call it good. And in fact,
Definitely.
what is this? This is one of the colors that's in the pop-up shop. The river gold. Like, if you're just going for like a jean jacket kind of a look, like this is gonna be your jam. Let me show off that other wire as well while we're here. I keep forgetting that I show off more beads than I do SilverSilk. This one's called River Gold. It's got blue colored wire knitted on top of gold. colored leather cord. It is absolutely beautiful. You can cut it, it doesn't fray. It does have little like splinters at the end, but you just pluck them off, and then you could use the custom end caps to crimp it. Okay, you get a full 3-foot spool. If you use the code, you can get 15% off. Oh, and let me show you this other one, and then we'll get into our next demo. This one is the turquoise gold. Is that not yummy? This one's like my favorite color and you guys picked it out in a SilverSilk Sunday, and I knitted it. Knitted it.
A new technical term.
A new, yeah, as my coworker calls it, Neelayisms. I have my own vocabulary. All right, so let's learn a thing. I recently, so I used the end caps, whoops, in a project, right? And I was working on this necklace design that I didn't get very far, but I just wanted to show you guys an idea that I had. Because if you use up the end caps, you can actually make these little coil cones using the tool that is provided in the kit. And yes, you get a free tool. It is the hollow mesh tool. This is a 5mm round dowel rod that it has a sharp point. And the idea here is that, let's say you grab your hollow mesh as it came, and you said, oh, this is so pretty. I just, I sat it down and then, oops, oh no. Oh no, Joan.
I do that all the time.
Yes, we have squished it and my life is over. Well, no, it's not. It's not. This is like totally a cheesy car commercial, and I'm so sorry. But you could take this dowel rod, you can actually poke it through the hollow mesh and feed it through to get it back to its original structure. And so this is also a safe measure for stuffing beads that are up to 5mm in size. The dowel rod will ensure that. So you kind of just snake it through. Margaret. Margaret says, oh no, as an emoji. I know. Worry not, Margaret. We've got you covered. Yeah, so again, this tool you will get in your kit. I did include it in there. Anytime that you guys buy hollow mesh, because it comes in over 20 colors, I just drop in a tool for free because, accidents happen, but we'll always be there for you. That's also from a commercial. I just can't remember which one. I feel like I want to say it's like one of the auto insurance commercials, but anyway, it is. I love what you named Mr. Pointy Tool. That's amazing. Now, here's the fun part, in fact, Joan, that I'm excited to show you
Okay.
because, and this is a different color that I'm using apparently, but we're going to work with it. So grab you some soft flex craft wire in antique copper. And I love the soft flex wire. It is very soft, in fact. And the antique copper in the 20 gauge, which is what I use a lot of, is my jam. So I'm gonna use about, I don't know, 12 to 15 inches, give or take. And I'm gonna grab Mr. Pointy Tool. I'm gonna use my thumb at the bottom just to stabilize it. I'm gonna have a little bit like sticking out there, maybe an inch or so. And what you're gonna do is just start to kind of coil it around from the base of Mr. Pointy all the way to the top.
Oh, that's cool.
And it becomes your own little like cone making tool. And that 5mm, it's gonna start to slide up, which is why we have this extra bit of wire at the bottom to kind of compensate for how much space we accidentally took up. But I should have started lower, to be honest, and I didn't. But the idea here is that you can use it to create a fantastic little cone. Oh, that's a really mini one. I really started at the wrong spot. I should have started lower, but I didn't. Let's see if I could try that again.
That
If
looks
not,
good to me.
I mean, yeah, this is like an earring cone, right? Like a little
You,
party.
that would be good on some of the other silver silk too. Like if you're wanting to end cap that,
Oh,
that
you're
matches the
right.
color of the silver silk. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, or the 3 needle. The 3 like, if you did a bunch of 3
Oh,
needle to make, like, a little, tassel, and you
yeah.
stuffed it up. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Let's change our demo because that's what we're doing now. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take my leftover silver silk here. I'm just gonna chop it up into a few different pieces. And in fact, so the 2 gauges that I like to have are 20 gauge wire, and I also like to keep a spool of, oh, where is it?
You need a cinematic Neeley. Kelly Tomek.
Wait, say that again.
You need a cinematic Neeley. Neeley.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I
Yeah, I
need to.
think you're being very cinematic right now. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's also true. That is very true. I thought you were making that comment, and then I read Kelly is saying that.
Yeah.
I was like, Jen, what are you trying to say to me?
If I was trying to say something to you, you would understand it.
Yeah, because it'd be blunt.
Just like usual.
Like usual, yeah.
But you do it to me too.
We do, yeah. We do that to each other, and it's the best. All right. So, okay. So, what I was gonna say, I don't have the right color because I'm trying to grab this on the fly. 26 gauge wire as well as 20 gauge wire are typically the two that I like to have in my inventory. The reason is that this is the most versatile wire because it is thin enough to wire wrap around other things, as you will see, and then um, but it's thick enough to be sturdy and strong and keep its shape, just depending on how you're using it. In this case, I am using it as part of my cone filler. So, I'm just going to kind of stuff it into that now. And I've made this adorable little tassel.
Oh,
Well,
that's so
once I trim
cute.
up the ends. But yeah, I'm gonna take this, put it on its side, and I'm gonna make myself a little loop. I don't know what I would use. I guess I could use this for earrings or something. Make like a
Kelly,
little.
I have a Conetastic. I just don't use
Yeah, well, and some folks don't, and so I just because
it.
I as well did, and then I think I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere, or I might have given it to a non-bead person and hoping that I could convert them. But that's why we have a Mr. Pointy tool, right?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
there's other tools that use that at the end, and then they say you can make, your little cone with it.
indeed. There we go. Like, oh my god, I just have a cute little tassel that I made in like 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes.
That is so adorable.
Isn't it? I'm
Yeah.
beside myself, Joan, because I could use this as part of like a little embellishment or something.
Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
what a cute way to make earrings, if you have a couple beads left over or something.
Oh, you will most certainly have beads left over. This collection of stuff is ridiculous. Like, you get a full strand of turquoise that's like high quality. You get these
That's
like little
beautiful.
check glass colorful beads in with it that kind of look like suede. You get a full strand of heme. Like, you're getting so much stuff from the kit that you
Oh,
will
yeah.
you will definitely have stuff left over to make things. And imagine if I used like coordinated color wire or even contrasting of how cool that would look. But all to say that You can use the tool to make other things, so just don't discount the power of a dowel rod that's sharp. You're
It
so
just
right.
lets your imagination go.
It does. Well, the thing is, I could only pack a set of end caps to keep the kit cost effective. So in here, I used it in the bracelet, and I haven't shown you guys yet how to stuff things, which I can do now, in fact. So let me put that aside. And I'm going to grab some soft flex wire.
Did you say you had to be off of here by 5:30?
I mean, give or take. I don't think we
Okay.
have to be super like wait. Well, we have Francesca after us, and I don't want to be disrespectful. So I would say if we could wrap up by 5:30, 5:40, and I
Okay,
want to
because you
show
got 20 minutes then if to
right.
5:40.
Okay, got it. Listen, I could do one more thing real quick with you guys, and after that, you're gonna have to tune into SilverSilk Sunday for the full experience. Well, for another experience. I would say it's the full one. The kit is gonna have to take a few days or a few class sessions to really get through quite a few projects because there's so many things in the kit. But like that's a good thing because we haven't even really talked about the pipe chain, which is a new adventure because this is a silicone tubing that has a hole through it,
Oh.
and I knitted on top of it. So it's very, kind of this colorway goes along with the kit, but currently in stock, I think I've got about 7 or 8 colors that are my standards. All right, so the way to do this is that you fill up your beading wire with all sorts of beads that are up to 5 millimeter, right? I have 5 right now, so that's just what we're gonna do because I'm trying to get through a quick demo here. You want to grab your soft flex crimps. I've got a non-organized slash somewhat organized package, and what you do is you create a big O loop. You don't want to crimp this just yet, but you do want to loop at the end. Okay, and then you feed it through your SilverSilk. The loop prevents it from getting caught up into the knits. That's why you need a really like big dull end to get it pushed through. So you just kind of push that through whatever the length of your SilverSilk might be. I prefer to work in shorter lengths. That's why I got that bracelet and then like a smaller necklace focal size. But once it comes around to the other end, at that point, you can kind of let that loop go and take out your crimp again. And then the beads, ideally, if they're the right size, should just fit right into the thing, into the SilverSilk as such. So you just stuff it. Whenever you get to a certain point, you can use and string on. In fact, I'll just do this since it's a demo. Like, let's say that's the end of my bracelet. You can grab your end cap. Where did I put mine? String that on. And then at the end, you just kind of want to press it down over that last bead. Okay, and then you can kind of just stuff that into your end cap and crimp it up here at the top, and you're ready to go. So then it'll look like this. That's all I did. Or in this case, I didn't crimp it. I just kept stringing beads. I feel like for a more comprehensive look and feel, tomorrow's class will be like the best way to do because I'll be a little bit more prepared with my beginning to end demo on that. And then you guys should check out my YouTube because I've got so many different types of projects that involve stuffing and how to finish and stuff the hollow mesh because there's so many ways to do it. And then so many ways to finish the ends as well. Rachel is asking no glue for the end caps, and the answer to that is no. You don't need any glue. Emily is asking, So silicone is not rubber. Previously, you were saying it's rubber, so I didn't buy any allergic to rubber. So here's the deal with that. So far, I haven't heard anything, and it's been on the market for about a couple of years now, probably a little more. It is the same silicone that you use for cooking, except it's just now made into a rubber. Sorry, excuse me, a round tube. But the thing is, I just kind of caution and warn if you have a severe allergic reaction to rubber, maybe it's not the stuff to craft with. If you want to try it and have no, because it is just silicone at the end of the day. But you know me, I'm just hyper cautious of some stuff. Um, if you want to give it a try and have no reaction to it, then that's great. But this stuff is the same rubber tubing that's used for jewelry making. The stuff that you find in big box stores that's like, "Oh, you could string this with beads on memory wire." It's the same stuff. And, all I did was just apply that knitting technology over it. I haven't really come up with a smart and clever project for these yet, but I'm hoping tomorrow might be the day.
I just really love that pipe change because it really changes the tone of the blue.
I know! It tones it down in such a different dramatic way. And it really depends on which wire you're using. Alright, so how about we look at a few more beads? And we'll see where we can go from after that. All right, so let me do a little bit of cleanup here. Bead wise, I wanted to show you guys. Oh my gosh, there's so many to look at. I did list these. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we've got the high polished ancient red. No, this is just ancient cellar red agate. These are beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I enjoy all of the different colors. They look like marbles from the earth. And these came from Dakota Stone. I can say that for sure. I shopped with Ricky, and that was a fun time. Okay, and then we've got and Jeff. I talked with Jeff, and I think I was picking these out whenever I was talking to Ricky. Ooh, not a whole lot of these left. And I don't have a label in front of me, so I can't remember. I literally only have 4 units of this left. But I think this was that agate. Let me double check though, because I can't remember. Smooth emerald. Oh, these are sold out. So I'm showing you guys pretty much something pointless, but aren't these pretty? They have like a little glow to them too, if you can kind of see in the light.
You can't have them, but aren't these pretty?
I know. I'm sorry. I should take them away. Take them away. I should be beheaded for showing you guys beads you cannot have. Oh, okay. I don't know if these are sold out.
You got me snorting.
Oh, that's my goal for today is to see how many times you can snort. These are 5x8 smooth dyed pink and periwinkle opal rondelle beads. Yum.
That looks like candy
Doesn't
necklaces.
it? Now this paired with turquoise would be something else. Can you stuff beads that are not round, tile, block, daggers, etc. in the hollow mesh? I would say no. It would be the easiest to stuff with round. You could do square and you can do 4mm, but if the wire starts to crush over the squares, it's not gonna lay correctly as it used to. So I really, really recommend either smooth round or faceted round, up to 5mm beads within the hollow mesh. That's a great question though. Okay, taking these out. Ah, you should see my table, Joan. It's like a whirlwind back here.
You don't want to see what's behind my laptop. It looks like a hurricane hit.
All right, so something a little bit more animalistic. These are the zebra check glass squares. I
Oh,
love
those
these.
are
I have,
pretty.
you know what? Let me. Oh, okay. I don't have this completed yet, but let me show you what I so far have done with them. So far, I've avoided making this completed because of two reasons. A is I haven't finished quite the full vision yet, and then B, if I finish it, I have to photograph it and give it to Joan, and I've been avoiding doing that. Oh,
He's allergic to giving me pictures.
but
Oh,
like,
that is so cool.
isn't this just like summery and fun? You know, wear it with like I don't know what you'd wear that with. Maybe like a dark navy blue blouse or something.
Are those big chunks of the Herkimer
What's
quartz
mine?
that you're hoarding?
Uh-huh. Yep. The double terminated ends are super pretty. And then you just pair it with these zebra beads. Gorge. And then I've got a little bit
That
of pink, a
is.
little bit of pearl, some turquoise. And these are also in the pop-up shop. These are the, gosh, what were they? The olivine. I have to go look.
I'm still trying to find the zebra beads.
Yeah, those are just 3 rows down.
Oh, then I just kept overlooking them. Sorry.
And then the transparent olivine travertine edge beads. These are the second row down from the thing. But yeah, those are both there as
Thank
check.
you.
Yep. If there's a better system, Joan, that you can think of that I could label some of this, I mean, I know I have to keep it that way, but maybe it's like there's a
I have an
letter.
idea I was going to tell you about for next time.
Okay, I would love to hear it because I'm always down for cataloging things. Speaking of check glass, I can show you guys a few more things. I just read someone's comment. I'm dying, Margaret. That's gorgeous, Eli. Don't worry, Joan will finish it.
Margaret learned quickly, didn't she?
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm so flustered now. I was blessed. That in itself deserves a prize. Joan, this is 3 rows down. It is the 3-tone tabular check glass beads. Uh, these have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tonal quality about like there's just so many different tones in these. Very green, of course. And so if you're trying to make something very jungle-esque, I would go with these. What else? What else can I show you guys as we're running out of time? So
And
maybe we wrap.
remember, we need to leave time for the drawing too.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let me flip my camera back around. I feel like I got to show you guys several different things, at least, and the earrings were everything. Um, let me do that, and then I'm going to flip my camera back around to me, and I'm going to close my door. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to bring Joan back as well. There we are. All right, has everyone entered that could possibly enter? We have 178, 79. Let's see if we can get to 180, maybe? Hashtag yeehaw. Oh, Gina says, ooh, I love your glasses. Yeah, they're like a bright blue. Can you guys see that?
Oh, how cool.
I've always wanted like bright. I want to get red ones next. That's my goal.
I wish I can have a wardrobe of glasses. That would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Gosh.
Different
I'm
colors.
surprised you don't. I feel like that would totally be your jam.
There's those ones you can switch out the frames. Maybe that's what I need.
Yeah, like the ones that are magnetized.
Yeah. I may check into that.
I think it's a good idea. All right, there are 185, and in the
Yay.
meantime, as people are entering, I'm gonna see if I can actually screen share this window and add it in. So give me just a second.
Because there's 224 watching.
Yep. Screen share. I think some people are also shopping, so that's, that's always a thing.
Well, we know Jennifer already bought out the shop.
I have one more friend, one more diehard Silky aside from Jennifer that loves to buy one of everything, uh, which is fully appreciated. Like, you guys are the innovators of the company. I listen and reinvest in your vision. Yes, yes, some of you do sell out and buy one of everything. All right, so let's. There's 188. Goodness me.
Oh, good.
Let's draw. Let's draw. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
ready.
189. Can we get to 190? We can't. Can we get to 200?
Oh,
Or is
it's
that
doing the
too
drum roll.
We'll wait one more minute. If we can get to 200, then
Anybody
I
else?
will
There's
give away
270.
2 prizes, in fact.
Okay, there's 217 people. Come on, we can get to 200 quickly.
Hashtag yeehaw. Come on, guys, 9 more people. I'm gonna drink a glass of wine. I've been drinking a glass of wine, which is probably why this show's been very silly. But
All I had was champagne, and I didn't want to shoot the cork across the house.
you had champagne?
I didn't
Girl.
know it until I went to open it.
How could you not know it was champagne if you went to go open
I don't know where my head was the day I bought it. I don't
it?
know.
You're silly. All right. 200, you guys, and I'm going to give away 2 prizes. I don't know what the other one's going to be. What should I give away? I've got more necklace. Can I give away that necklace that I showed? Can I give this away?
Yeah. Oh, the one that you need to take a picture of? We've been waiting for that picture for, what, 2 or 3 weeks now?
Pretty much. But we're not gonna mention that. We got to 200. All right, so
Yeah, you can give it away,
look how beautiful that looks.
but you have to take a picture.
We'll talk about it. No, I'm just kidding. I will try and take a picture before I mail it out. All right.
Yeah, right. He doesn't. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, it's just convenient, you know?
Yay!
Sheila!
Congrats, Sheila.
Yay! Listen, you get the cowboy hat earrings, and you are one lucky gal because these are absolutely stunning. Stunning.
Ooh,
I'm also gonna throw in some
I'm
silver
jealous.
for you. So, give us your preferred email of contact, and Joan's gonna write it down. So let's wait to see if she's in, and if not, we'll redraw.
Is Sheila in?
Sheila, are you in the house, girl? You got to be present to win. That's the rules.
Uh-oh.
Oh, if she's, we'll give her. Let's draw the second name,
Okay.
and then
And
if Sheila doesn't answer, we'll redraw.
Sheila, if you were, go ahead and do it. Sheila, if you did say you're here, we didn't see it. Oh, she's here. Okay.
Yay! Congrats, Sheila. Who's gonna win?
And we need your
Katney.
email address. Kathy Sneed.
It's yes, Katney. If you're here, let us know. Karen says that Sheila has answered. We're good. And you have won yourself a beautiful, very high-end necklace, I will say.
Katney's here. So
She is? Okay, awesome.
do you need her email address or do you have it?
Yes, I do not have
both.
their email addresses. Or in fact, if you can respond here with your email address, Joan is going to write that down. So we'll wait a couple minutes on that, and then we'll get your preferred shipping address and ship you out some SilverSilk and some finished designs. Yay!
Oh dear. I'm still waiting for the email addresses.
Okay. Well,
Can I text? Okay, you could text it, or if you
yeah,
want to send it to orders at silversilkandmore.com or is it silversilk online?
silversilkonline.com. Here, I will. I wonder if I could just comment on here, silver orders.
I can write it real quick.
Oh, okay, it's just orders at silversilkonline.com. She might also be in my text group. I didn't think about that. You guys
Yeah,
should.
you could text it too. Yeah.
Yeah, you could text it to me, or if you're in the text, if you have our text communication, they got a special coupon. That not only that, they also got special free shipping.
It's
So it's important.
6:40.
I know we really need to hop off. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Remove that. I don't want
It's
to stop
fun.
talking. Is
I
that bad?
know.
I
It's
know.
really fun.
It goes so fast. This whole
Yeah.
thing.
You
So,
can have started Neely and Jones show.
I mean, that's basically Silver Silk Sunday, but you choose to be behind the scenes instead of forefront.
No, because there's too many out there. So you guys keep me busy.
I know. Well, tomorrow, and Jennifer reminded me that she's on the show tomorrow. On the
Yay,
show with me and Danielle
Jennifer.
tomorrow. So I'm gonna see Jennifer tomorrow, which makes me like warm and fuzzy on the inside, and then I'll get to see you as well. But
Until it's time
definitely,
for me to make dinner.
I know, yeah, and it's time for me to actually have a dinner. Too much wine and not enough dinner. So, all right. I love all of you. Thank you guys out there for tuning in, for watching the silliness, and enjoying the show, enjoying the beads. Um, Tomorrow, I'm going to be a little bit more focused in my demos. You guys saw the beads, and if you guys order more than $50 worth of product, I'm going to throw in some free silver silk in your package.
Yay.
Don't forget to use the coupon. Sorry, Joan, about to cover half your face.
That's okay.
This is TGBE 15 to get your discount. And up next, we've got the Miss Francesca, the legendary Francesca,
Ooh.
doing some metalsmithing stuff,
Oh,
tips,
I need to watch
tricks.
that.
I know. I don't have anything metalsmithing here, but it's like an itch that I'm wanting to scratch. It's something that I need to get into because I know it's going to be a downward hill after like I invest in everything.
Ginger tried to teach it to me, and I couldn't keep focused. It's usually the other way
Right.
around.
I know. Well, maybe Francesca will have some cool new stuff. So you guys take a bio break, take a big breather, get some stretches in. You could shop at silversilkonline.com. But otherwise, we'll see you at the next Great Bead Extravaganza. Otherwise, or tomorrow in my
Every Sunday.
Sunday Silver Silk show. Yep. All right. Mwah. Love you guys.
Bye.